Let the choir say joy never ends.
Hey fam, what's up? This is Robert Anton, robertantonnyc. So you want to be a singer? Why you want to do that? Okay, I'm making a few videos and I'm getting wise now, and I won't mention why, but some people will know what I'm talking about. Anyway, what am I going to call this? I'm going to call this Songwriters Learn Your Structure, or something like that. Okay, so I've gotten quite a few people who have sent me songs or lyrics, and they want me to, give them advice or tell them if I think the song is good or stuff like that. And I try to not actually do that because many times people have great ideas, but they just don't know their song structure. And what I have been doing is I've been, mostly just reading through it and telling them to get back to me when they have studied their structure or put it into some kind of tangible form. One person actually recorded something and it sounded really great. And I let them know it sounds good, it sounds like a good idea, but you really need to work on this, that, and the other. So, of course that leads to so you want to be a singer. And what I want to say to most people is, it's great if you have great ideas and stuff like that and you want to get them down. It's always good to start writing, start keeping a journal, and start recording some of your ideas. What I do is I keep, either MP3 player, or now I have my digital camera that records sound, and I'll have little ideas. So I'll be singing, like, let's say I did, Hey, the Diamond Dance. I was actually, had just done a performance of a show, and it was with a live band, and we did, what was it? Under the Boardwalk, but the band leader was like, oh, let's do it with a reggae feel. So we kind of did a reggae feel. And I was feeling that when I was on the train, and I was like, and I started just like, hey, hey. So I was like, and I started singing into the thing. So eventually, I started working on that, and I built a structure. I said, okay, I'm going to do, here's what the chorus is going to be like. It's going to be a back and forth, and then I'm going to do, and as I was going along, I was thinking of little things like the beat and just little hooks and stuff like that, and I put all that in there basically. And when I started writing it, I said, okay, now we got to work on the verses and what the bridge going to be like and all that different stuff. Now, if you don't understand these things that I'm talking about, verses, bridges, intros, then you definitely need to be working on your songwriting structure. There are a lot of books out there. There was a Braheny book, his last name is Braheny, I think, B-R-A-H-E-N-Y, that I was reading maybe a year and a half ago, and I made a video and I put something up in it. And I might find it and put it in here eventually, or put a link in the sidebar eventually. But you want to work on your structure. You want to listen to other songs that you enjoy that are popular and that you think are great songs that maybe have won competitions and that are really popular, and you want to find structures. I mean, there are things like, and this is crazy stuff that I don't get into that often, but like A, B, A, B, A, B, C, A, B, but the more thing that I think of is things like the intro, the verse, the pre-chorus, the chorus, the bridge, the tag. You want to think about these things because most songs have some kind of structure, whether it be chorus, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, or whether it be verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. So they have some sort of structure, and even within each, like the verse, there's a certain structure. So you want to learn these things, and even though you can sometimes go outside of that structure, but like with anything, you have to learn to work within the parameters of a structure before you can start going outside of it. Because especially as someone who doesn't sing your own material and you're looking to place music with other performers, they're going to be looking for a certain kind of thing, and certain things work and certain things don't. I want to say, especially if you're not performing it yourself. And certain things are memorable and certain things aren't. And people have gotten used to over years, over centuries, over this whole marketing thing, and we are trained basically from so small listening to music that, certain things work and certain things don't. When you go outside of that, people get kind of, even if it is a great idea. So learn your structure, and I'm not going to get into everything now. Ask questions, Read books. The best thing I do is pick up some books at the library on certain things. When I'm trying to work on something, I'll find stuff at the library and I'll read it and then I'll return it. If I really need it, or if it's something where I can use a lot, I'll go and buy it after I've already read it to have it as a reference material. But you know, I live in a New York apartment, so I'm not trying to keep too much stuff up in the house because, you know, it just gets cluttered and I don't want to have one of my old people. I don't want to get into all that. Okay. Anyway, this is Robert Anton, robertantonnyc.com. Songwriters, learn your structure. Peace.